G'day, Shah here once again with Four Wheels on the Road, helping you get the most out of your time away. This week we are doing something a little bit different and taking a look at the Oztrail Sundowner 900 swag. A few weeks back we took a look at unboxing it and also soaking it in for waterproofing, and this week we're going to do a bit of a review and check out how it's performed in our use. Let's go check it out. If you wanted to know a little bit more about just how long it took us to actually set everything up, the last time we caught up on this swag was about 3 weeks ago when we unboxed it. And what I did was I did a setup then, so I'll put a link for you on the top right hand side of your screen so you can check out just how long it takes to set up. It's not too long and it's not too complicated. In terms of access, you've got 4 main doors that you'll see on the sides here, 2 either side. And you've also got another 2 doors that are available both at each end of the swag as well. These are actually a canvas flap, and all of these doors or entries into the swag itself all have flies underneath them as well. So you can use them just for ventilation as well as just a door. So that's actually pretty handy. And as you'll see here on both of the end doors, they actually both have canvas on the outside and on the inside as well. Depending on where you actually need to place your swag, you can use whatever entry you need to. It would probably only be recommended to use the thinner entries at the top and the bottom if you were struggling for space. So a little bit further to what we were speaking about last time we caught up on the unit. So many little things in little spots are just done with so much thought and done so well on this thing. I mentioned last time about the covering here for the waterproofing, and if we take a look on the other side that's closed up currently, you've got one flap there that covers that, and then you've also got another flap which automatically just sits about 2 inches over where the zip is, and then when you come to undo it, there's still about another inch before you actually get to the fly part. So in terms of water ever leaking in here, it's going to be super difficult for it to actually get wet in the rain and have any water soaked through. So that is super handy. And one of the things we only sort of just really touched on last week, but well, a couple of weeks ago when we took a look at this thing and unboxed it, was the height of the bucket floor on this thing. It's damn fantastic. So if you're ever in sort of pouring rain, it's going to be a tough ask getting any water in the bottom of the thing. Most definitely, because this bucket floor is very, very thick and it's quite high, which is really good. And you don't often see that on a lot of swags and just in general, really, you know, because it's something that isn't really well thought of. And as I keep saying with this thing, you can tell that when they designed it, they really put a lot of thought into it in terms of, you know, from everything from the flaps to the zips to the, you know, where all the placement for all the zips is, and the ability to actually utilize different parts of the thing for different things as well. You can tell they've really put a hell of a lot of thought into it, which is really good. So you'll be able to see here with the end points, we've got, we mentioned the other week really briefly, there's sort of 2 zippers here. One that does the outside, so you can actually pull that out, peg those in, and then you've still got some airflow in to this, to the inside there. Even if it's pouring down with rain, you're still completely protected from the rain by the sides there. Or if you want a lot of air, you can wind up and tie up on the end there, and you can leave those open, and you just as we spoke of last week really briefly as well, the other week, there's a swag inner door as well, so you can just roll that up and leave that there and have the fly screen up. Or you can have both of these, and if you want to tie off, you can just tie off and stretch the door out to about there if you want. Or you can just tie it off to a tree, car, whatever, and have it sitting there like that. If you want a little bit of protection, I guess, from perhaps sun or whatever. But I mean, there's tons of different options for how to set it up, which is really, really good. And as I keep saying, they've put a hell of a lot of thought into it, you can tell. So, a lot of options for how you want to set it up and have it running. The other thing that, you know, may be handy for some people or maybe of benefit is if you have small poles or even just other guy ropes, you can even sort of tie up through both these eyelets here, these flaps. And they're on all 4 main doors here, so you can even have sort of little verandas, little mini verandas around the thing, and you can do the same thing on the ends as well, which is really damn handy. The ends are actually designed for that, and there's extra guy ropes that come with the swag as well, so you can actually peg them to the ground and they actually stay in the position that they're in to give you that extra little bit of air as well, so that's actually pretty handy. Alright, well, good morning. So that was our first sleep in this last night, and I have to say it was really, really comfortable. I'd probably have a few more of the doors, if not all of them, unzipped, just for airflow, because this canvas is so thick and heavy. It does sort of tend to get warm as soon as it gets warm elsewhere, so you know, when the sun comes up sort of thing, and it's sort of coming into summertime now here in Queensland, so you know, sun was up and it was basically already starting to be a little bit too hot, kind of like it is in a tent really, you know, which is par for the course. Plus I've been a little bit spoiled for the last few years having the rooftop tent where it's up a little bit higher and it's a little bit cooler and you get a little bit better airflow up there, so have to sort of get used to what it's like being back on the ground again now, which is a little bit warmer always. But all in all, this thing's damn comfortable. I was very surprised by this mattress. I didn't think it'd be as comfy as it actually was. And I have to say as well, when I first took a look at this mattress when it was rolled up, I didn't sort of really hold much hope that it was actually going to be very comfortable because it looked very, very flat. But it was sort of compacted in. And you'll see on your screen here all of the specs for the mattress, as well as the rest of the swag itself and the canvas that it's made of and all the rest of it, and the bucket flooring and everything as well, so hopefully that's of some benefit. But this mattress was actually really damn comfortable last night, so I was very pleasantly surprised by that as well. So that was actually a really good surprise to actually be, you know, supremely comfortable in here. I thought it might be a little bit too hard just when I first looked at it, but it's actually really good. Almost reminds me of when I had the rooftop tent and the big mattress which was in there, which was about, I don't know, 10-12 centimeters thick. It's almost as comfortable as that, but it's nowhere near as thick, so it's actually pretty good. And in terms of your space, inside, we've kind of got it all set up here and got the mattress out. And this is what we look like from the inside. I don't have the end pocket up the far end as yet, and if I didn't have my big annoying ball of hair up, I could quite comfortably sit up in here, sort of sitting on a pillow at the moment, so my head's sort of just touching the top, so there's plenty of room to sit up in here. But even without the pockets, which are the extra pockets, you've still got pockets that are actually on the inside. You've got one either side of the middle here. You've also got one there and another one there at the top end, which is super handy. And you've also got a hole there, which is where your power cable for the LED, which goes to there. If you want to run power externally, you can actually run an LED cable all the way and then out of the tent, which is super handy. And this is where your power port comes out here, and there's a little flap that's got Velcro on it, so the cable just comes down there, and there's no worry of any water getting in around it either, because it's pretty well secure, pretty tight there even, plus there's Velcro on both sides. It's very well organised, and like I said when I first unboxed it, everything I could see just looked like it was just super well done and really well thought out. It's probably one of the highest quality swags I've ever seen, to be honest, and the most well thought out ones as well. So I'm glad I gave it a punt and grabbed it. And one of the other really important things as well, and probably not really thought of in design of these things enough, or just thought of in general when you purchase these things, is how's it actually going to fit away. I did just a really dodgy job of rolling it up with the mattress in it, and there's tons of room in here to fit everything. And I did the dodgiest job ever. Very quick. And as you can see, tons of space for it to fit in there. Partly because it's got these straps on the outside of the swag itself. There's two of them, which you can do up to cinch it together and make it pack down a little bit smaller. And this is another thing I've really never seen anywhere else either, is that there's straps that are on the packing bag as well. So if you want to cinch the thing together a little bit more, just in the bag itself, there's straps on it so you can do so, which is really damn handy. Alright, well that's going to wrap things up for us here, having a look at the Oztrail Sundowner 900. I'm really impressed with it. Let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and most importantly share the channel. I really do appreciate that. And we'll see you next time we get 4 wheels on the road.